Today I am looking at the 2025 San Diego Comic-Con Masters of the Universe Origins Skele-Shredder. You know what? It doesn't say his name anywhere on this package as far as I can see, or the box. But, you know, I'm going to have to keep this box because it's beautiful. This shows you what's inside. The packaging is fantastic. I never know what to do with this. I wouldn't even know how to display this. We've seen things like this. There was a King Grayskull when Classics came out. That was very much like this. I sold all of my Classics because the Origins are the best Masters of the Universe action figures ever made. I think it says in here what his name is. They should have called this guy Shredditor, in my opinion. But you know, we can go with Skele-Shredder, I guess, if that's what his actual name is. Let's look at the mini comic. This does come with a schematic drawing, which I'm happy about because I love collecting these. And here's a preview of the action figure we're going to get, and make sure that I don't take anything apart that I can't take apart. There's so many swappable heads in this part. I have so many Masters of the Universe Origins figures to get through and open. I don't even have enough bins to put them in when I get them open. So, I mean, to open up one thing seems like such a write-off, and I know that you've seen this. I know that it's been opened a million times. But, I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta open it. I can't throw away another Mutu Monday or Mo Tuesday. So this is what's happening. Alright, yeah, so somewhere in here it definitely says his name. Yes, Skele-Shredder. I mean, you have to turn to the comic book. Comic book is cool. I'm not sure if I showed the last page. Love these comics. Love putting them in my binder and displaying them. This is going to be a one-off, though, so this doesn't work out as well because I like to put it in where I change the pages. And so when I'll do another updated video. I've talked about that before, but we will do an updated mini comic collection. It also shows on the back of this, I call them schematic drawings, the throne that we're getting. Oh, I was going to get Castle Grayskull's throne. I was going to get all the thrones and compare them. That could have been a good video, but, you know, it takes me so long. Anyway, so this pops up, and then there's even more really cool mountainy, castle-y, Snake Mountain Castle? Castle Grayskull? Where does this... Oh, a sewer castle? I don't know where it takes place. I just know that it's a pretty cool package that I'm never going to be able to use or play with again. I'm getting water on it. I had to take a cold shower before I started this review because it's so hot. But, you know, what am I going to do? I gotta get this stuff open, and I can't let another Monday pass me by. How am I going to open this without ripping it? Oh, it's really hard. I see that there were already some kind of worn things on the tabs. You might have seen my 80th anniversary set. Can I open that? Oh no, this is too scary. This box is too nice. Okay, I'm going to pause the video so that I can not stress myself out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this flap by doing exactly what I just did there, but way more carefully. Okay, I got nowhere with that. Each one of these tabs are taped down, so when I pulled out one, there was tape on it, so I know that they're all taped down. And then I can see up in here that at the top, the tabs are also taped on, so I don't know what we're going to do. I'm trying not to destroy this box. I mean, tiny little stress marks on these hinges I made when trying to pull it out, so I'm not really happy about that, but at least I didn't tear it or anything. I'm going to cut it out. This also shifts up, and this is why I'm not going into the bottom, even though I don't know if it's a mistake or not, because they also have a platform that's glued in down here. So the best thing I can think, I've tried to see where this, like I managed to get this to come up a little bit more, but I can't understand the mechanism. I thought maybe if I pulled out the sides a little bit that I would find whatever's the release. Like, it does feel like there would be a release, and it seems to me that's how they... What I think I'm going to have to do is pull everything out. So that's what we're going to do. And I guess I'm going to do it live. Oh, that was... Wow. I didn't even... What? Okay, he's not even attached. The thing that I cut there wasn't part of... I think this is the easy way in. Yeah. Pull him out like that. You can see. So he was just attached with two pieces up here, and then this is just so. Why would they do this? It should come with instructions on how to open the box. What if it did? What if I didn't see them? No. Okay. And then, I mean, that was the hardest part. Where's this attached now? Like this. Down. Try and... Alright, I'm pausing again. Okay, so these things on the side, the two pieces of plastic are taped together, so I can pull out the heads, and then this was just fastened on the side too, so that's something that I can cut. Two things at the bottom of the throne here that I can open up. There's some tape that I want to get out of there. Oh, and these things come right out. The back sides of what we're holding the extra heads in. Careful with the tape. And then still the throne, I can't see how it's stuck in there. So give me some more time. There was a very thin elastic at the top of the rib cage there. And I think yes, that was what was holding that in. Okay, that was super stressful. This is amazing. The head is just pulled out, and we've got to get the flags. This is actually kind of ridiculous. The flags are, there's one plastic tie at the top inside part of the flag. So if you snip that, and then you have to get in behind here, and they've got the flag taped down, so you kind of gotta get the tape free on the bottom of the flag. And the tape is really sticky, so it keeps sticking to stuff again. But then you can pull it out from the top, I think. Oh, yeah. And then there you go. And then, of course, there's sticky residue on it. And I'm going to do to the other side. I didn't manage to snip the plastic fastener yet. And maybe I should have watched another video. Maybe somebody did figure out how to take this out. I still will want to remove the plastic insert in here, because if you know from your inside bubbles from looking at when you have the figures and then you have this stuff, the inside bubble, it really takes away from seeing the art inside. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure out how to open this once I take this stuff out. I don't know, I still haven't. That tape, this tape that holds the flag down really is extra sticky. Oh no. And it kind of destroyed the bottom of the flag too. What is up with this packaging? Why would they do that? So there's some stress from pulling it out. I guess I really should have been more careful. Now I don't know which side is on. I guess these are the correct sides that it goes on. Alright. Okay. Alright. I still can't see in there. Maybe I can collapse this more and just pull it out. Oh my goodness. Trying not to bend. That really cool mouth opening. Okay, I totally did mess up the teeth. Frig. Not too bad. Seem to have smoothed it out a bit. If I discover that there is a better way to open this is amazing though. If you can see the art inside, I can't. There's gotta be like some kind of standard mechanism. Oh, I figured that you push it down and then it hooks in, but I couldn't figure out how to. Oh, now I'm figuring it out, I think. That's, yeah, guys, you could have just maybe pinched this, ask a friend. Maybe. Pinch this. Pinch that. No, I think it happened. No. I got one. Better opener. I think that is the trick. Except I can't do it. Whew. Okay. Anyway, maybe I think that is the trick. You gotta pinch both sides of this part right here and this side right here. Okay. I keep saying I'm gonna stop. Oh, and it came out. Such a simple mechanism. These two flaps, the flaps are right here. That would have made everything so much easier. These back two flaps, you gotta pinch those in at the same time before you pull it up. And then, well, I kind of destroyed my box a little bit. Actually, it's not so bad. But it's definitely worth it. That looks amazing. Like, that's really, really cool. All of that is hidden by the I never want to put that on again. Maybe I'll only put it on with these flaps down like this. See, and then they hook onto this. So why, if they just had a little words written release here, even though, you know, it would have interrupted the art, but oh, it's sad. But this is still cool, and this is probably how I'm going to keep it. Am I going to put that plastic thing back in there? I think I'm just going to throw this out, because I'm never going to put that back in, and yeah, alright. Me trying to do a short video, but let's go. Only a few things ruined, still sticky. I don't know if you wipe that off or what do you do about that. You plug those into the two sides here. I got the hexagonal system happening here. I wonder who invented that. I've been seeing that a lot with Hasbro has changed its peg holes to hexagons, and it seems, wait, yeah, hexagons, octagon, 6 sides, and it does seem to work out really well for peg and peg hole systems. But I mean, this is amazing. Normally I don't like cloth goods. In this case, I don't know, it's plastic cloth. It's probably a good choice of material. It's not the, oh, this is a different kind of material too. It's not the costumey kind of ribbed thing that I don't normally like. But I guess this is where all the money went. This also, the spines have articulation, which is really, really cool. And the head goes up at the top, which is also a mask. There are so many different heads for this Skele-Shredder. And then here is the weapon that he comes with, which is the Havoc Staff that has a blade coming out of the top of it. So kind of like a, I don't know, scythe. Kind of cool. The ram horns pointing in a new direction. Really kind of like this is the perfect match of both weapons. I mean, it's pretty cool. And they studded the bottom, or they put spikes on the end of the ball, which this is pretty cool. It's like the ram head sprang up and then a blade shot out of its mouth. It would have made for good animation. And it seems to have been painted quite well. The blade, I guess, is the painted part, which they painted in silver. So that's pretty awesome. And then we got some metal rivets going on here to hold this on. It also usually use those when there's an articulation joint, but not in this case. The articulation is here in these spikes, and they can be put in many different ways, which is so cool. The bottom of the base looks like that, kind of hollowy, but secure enough. And there's all kinds of peg holes for standing, and maybe that is how he sits into this thing. Let's cut him out here carefully. I destroy my stuff here so you don't have to. Basically, that's what happens. Alright. So this is kind of cool, because we get some cloth goods, which again, normally not a fan of, but sometimes I guess it's okay. I just wish there was consistency. If all capes should be sculpted, or all capes should be cloth. And then here we go. So this is this hard shell. This might be fun to put on other people's heads. I wonder if this is Eldor's. When are we getting Eldor? I mean, I can't handle it anymore. They've fastened the cape together with this little bit of rubber green. You can feel, it's really soft, and you can feel where it's plugged in over oh, you can even see, because it's so rubbery. I wonder if it pulls out and you can release the cape. I'm not destroying this anymore, no. It's cool. I like it. I don't know what those marks are from. If they're from rubbing on his skin. He's got the turtle shell double pegs. That is so funny. So all of them, we never thought, oh yeah, and I didn't even mention this yet, never thought we were getting more turtles of Grayskull. And then San Diego, I mean, I guess it took them a while to, you know, they have to plan these things, the convention exclusives. And so out came this. So lots of unique pieces, unique Shredder, Skeletor, knee pads, and then we've got the Shredder shreds on Skeletor's arms, and then look at this, we got like this Hordak skull face, which is cool. And then check out these wraparounds here. I got some bad paint something or other happening here, and the arm falls off easily, which isn't always the case, but in this case it is. And then these don't have straps or anything, they just pull off. And then he's got this weird skin color, which might be reminiscent of that 80s, the 80th anniversary Mattel 2-pack that I just opened. Oh yeah, this arm is prone to popping out. Could be, I don't know, sometimes these arms fall out and sometimes they don't. And then also up here we've got another, more of like a Shredder mask for the tops of his arms. I will strip him down and look at him. He does maybe look like Disco Skeletor underneath all of this extra armor. But this is the first head that they showed underneath the cape. And I wonder if, wait, is that supposed to poke out? Was that over top, or is it supposed to, well, I guess it has to go over. That's really cool how that's designed, where it slides over the hood. That looks really good, and then it looks really good off, kind of hockey masky. And oh yeah, and look, check out that. And these bone details that go around to the back. This isn't a release. Oh yeah, it kind of hugs the front, so interesting armor that plugs on from the back. I'll show you that when I strip them down. And then this looks really familiar to me. Is it Squeeze? Or no, is it Snake Face? Somebody's got a very similar belt to that. But this is definitely made specifically for this figure. It's the color and everything. So a Skele-Shredder face, and the loincloth that's kind of loose, but it's just a belt and there's no fastener for it. Let's switch out the head. Let's try this one that looks pretty much the same. In fact, is it the same, just deco different? No, it's different. But those two are so similar that it's really weird. I guess they would definitely look good on both sides of the throne, okay? Which is here, because you can see that there's a peg hole. So I like this storage. And these are probably the two least favorite heads, and they do bring out the silver in the rest of this playset, so that's really, really cool and great for storage. This is a beautiful throne, if I didn't mention how awesome it was. I don't know what a footprint means. That's kind of odd. Oh, that probably has something to do with Ninja Turtles that I have no idea what that reference is. And then we have the Havoc staff on this side. So yeah, the throne's pretty awesome. It does look like a Skeletor throne. Can you make it look like a... No, I guess you can't. Unless if these come off. Which maybe, are they planning to turn this into a regular Skeletor throne? Because all of the main parts do look like Skeletor, like maybe, what do you think of this gold? However, that is attached by rivets. Maybe this is, wait, is this the same? And look at this. Look at this part that comes right up. This looks like the same peg hole from Castle Grayskull. So that's how that's joined, not glued or anything. I'm thinking that this is made modular on purpose. I might have to go get my my throne to see. This is really metallized. It's really squared off. It's got to be unique. Yeah, I don't remember what my throne looked like from Snake Mountain. Okay, and then before I put the proper head on, we got this head, which I don't think will work with the cape, which goes at the top of the throne, but also looks like a souped-up power mask, and kind of love that. It looks really good, but gold, there's no gold. It doesn't really match anything on them, but I'm okay with mixing metals. Looks pretty cool. All right, and then yeah, I wanted to see. There's no sticking this hood on in any way. There, and then is this the one that he came with? Is this the original head I had on? No, I don't think it was, but this is definitely my head of choice. I guess they wanted him to make him look more like Shredder in the box, but this is the head that belongs with this body. And now I don't even remember. No, I guess that must be the head that was in the box. But this is the head that should go on there because these are going to flank the throne so perfectly. This is how I'm keeping them. It's definitely my favorite head out of all of them. And then this one looks so good there, but you can mix and match any of these heads on any of these ball joints. I mean, maybe this mask won't fit down on those two, but why would you do that? Because this is clearly, this isn't tight at all on here. Am I doing it wrong? No, this is really loose, but it still does manage to stay, at least on mine. That's epic. And then I guess since the pegs are in the bottom of the throne, you are supposed to use those to keep him in place. And then I don't know what you do with a cape. I guess you sit on a cape, like so. Oh, kind of like how he hunches down in there. Oh, it looks really creepy. Kind of like he's settling in to watch TV. It's a pretty good stance, actually. That is definitely a good choice. I don't know if that was done with the other thrones, and I forget, but that's epic. And then too bad there isn't like a place to put the staff, but I guess it would make sense if he was holding it in his hand while he's sitting here. So that's the whole encompassed thing, which is pretty darn cool. Yeah, that's great. Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I love it. It's a big chunka. And then I could set that inside of the box, I guess, now, if I wanted to. But no, this is just going to go into the box collection, hidden, never to be seen. I mean, maybe I can take it out and look at it again. But that box is awesome. Now we are going to strip him down, because I always have to do that. He does look pretty good like this. Definitely like him more with this head, but there is a lot of deco going on here. They painted a lot, and they didn't do the best job, which is kind of strange. The most expensive things that they make, they usually do the least better paint job on. I don't know why that happens, but so be it. And like, yeah, I've gotten a lot of, yes, I've gotten some mistakes, paint mistakes, but these are some really bad mistakes on this. It's kind of sloppy, but it looks good. So you can see, kind of sloppy. But let's see how he looks without all this armor on, which I always like to do. I gotta remember if this is a left and a right. Normally it says these things usually pull right off. Oh no, I'm getting really hot again. The coolness has died off. All the water has evaporated. Alright, so remember this. I might have to come back and watch this video myself. Spikes point up, and they probably are. There's probably not a left and a right. They're probably the same. This gray skin, that's what I'm kind of interested in seeing. And you have to take the hood usually goes over the 3 spikes at the top. And then I'm going to take this off. Is there a left and a right for this one? Oh no, I'm mixing it up if there is. They're probably the same. I guess, my guess is they're the same. And the same with these. And then who knows, the people at the factory, the children, they might not know which one to put it on. They could have mixed it up too, so sometimes that happens. So this is really rubbery. I like that. Cool. Again, very Snake Men. Strange. What does this have to do with snakes? Oh yeah, that was where it was. I guess it's supposed to be the ooze, but why would they make it in snakes? Does Shredder have something to do with snakes? And then this pulls off. I guess they had to give it. It's a snakeskin belt, right? I guess that's what happened there. And then this pulls off. Probably best to take off the head, but these 3 prongs are really rubbery, and I guess there's probably a hole in his forehead. It's probably attached really well. And this is what I wanted to see. Him in his sleeveless spandex outfit. And then these things are a part of the boot cut, so I won't be removing those. But that's what he looks like. He's got a really weird gas station blue arms. And then he's got the gray torso, and an even darker black loincloth that matches his black gloves. So strange, yeah, not a figure that looks good without his, well, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's kind of cool. If you're into reusable parts, probably kind of an expensive place to get reusable parts, but you know, he can look pretty cool like this. It's more, but he does belong in this armor. This really does remind me of, I don't know. This doesn't have anything to do with snakes except it's painted green. Poorly. Luckily, that's the back part. The cape is covering all of this stuff. I think it's really funny how they made sure that every single turtle had the shell. They could add a shell, but even when they don't come with shells, they can still add somebody else's shell. Interesting. Alright. They're supposed to be modular, so they're supposed to be able to be fun and play with. I like him. He's cool. Of course, this is a long video when I never thought it had to be. Alright, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope I saved you some stress. Maybe, yeah. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you again real soon. Until then.